Hello, I'm RJ City, and you are listening to the MonsterCast. You're going to talk about Bela Lugosi. They're going to talk about Lon Chaney Jr. be so sad, holding his hat, saying, "Please put me in this room and don't unlock the door." And you can't do any better than the Dahl brothers. Jack and Ryan, they're brothers, but they're also bros. What? Pardon? Wrestling. Well, who the hell wants to talk about wrestling? These are horror movies. It's a deep genre. It's a smart genre. Fantastic actors. Fantastic cinematography. Wrestling is just sweating and fireworks and bouncy ropes. There's nothing. So how can you talk about that every week? All right. Let's see them try. Take it away, you crazy dolls.
What's up, you guys? Sean Ross Sapp, Fightful here. You're watching the MonsterCast with Jack and Ryan. A big shout out to those fellas. Good people. Check them out.
Jake and Brian. Brandon Cutler here from AEW, and I hope you guys have an awesome podcast with the MonsterCast. What was that? Your name is Jack and Ryan? Shut up, Jack and Ryan.
Wrestling podcast? How fucking original.
I mean, you're welcome.
Here's your host of the MonsterCast, the Straight Edge Monster Jack and Ryan.
Money in the Bank 2023 in London at the O2 Arena happened yesterday. We didn't have any predictions for it because we were busy. My overall grade for it is a B+. So the first match was the men's Money in the Bank, which everybody and their mom and their fucking grandma and their dog knows that it should have been LA Knight. It was fucking Damian Priest that won, and I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Someone said, "Oh, he's been killing it lately. He deserves it." No! His best match is against fucking Bad Bunny, and he fucking sucks on the mic. Still, he hasn't gotten any better on the mic. He's terrible. He messes up every fucking time. No, he's awful. I don't give a fuck what story you're talking about with him and Finn Balor breaking up from the fucking Judgment Day. There's zero reason that it should not have been LA Knight yesterday winning the Money in the Bank.
I agree that LA Knight should have won, but I think it's fucked up to say that Damian Priest sucks on the mic. He's not.
Oh no, he sucks on the mic. I'm not budging off of that. He is awful. Awful.
He's not that bad.
I will fucking send you so many goddamn clips of him fucking up. He is awful.
He's not that bad.
He's not terrible. He is that bad.
He's not MJF, but like he's not awful.
He's awful.
I think he's like normal. I think he's normal on the mic.
No, he's not. Normal is Dolph Ziggler.
No, Dolph Ziggler is good on the mic.
Okay, good is normal.
Good is not fucking normal. That's why they have promo class.
Dude, Damian Priest fucking sucks on the mic. Sucks.
I disagree. I don't think he's that bad.
Logan Paul is better than him on the mic, and Logan Paul's been in the business for a fucking cup of coffee.
Logan Paul has to fucking entertain in YouTube videos for the last like 50 fucking years.
Damian Priest didn't know he was gonna have to talk when he got into the wrestling business?
That's way different.
No, it's not. No, it's not, dude. No, it's not. He sucks.
The amount of content that Logan Paul produces is so much different, and like so much long form shit, so much like giving speeches, giving off the cuff improv stuff, especially with like podcast shit and whatever. He's just got more experience talking. That's not a fair comparison.
No, it is a fair comparison. He sucks.
I don't think it is.
Damian Priest is terrible on the mic.
Okay.
And he's probably, besides Jack Swagger, the worst talker that's ever won Money in the Bank. Fucking brutal.
There's gotta be one worse. Come on.
Worst talker?
Yeah, let's look up.
I don't even like Austin Theory, and I think Austin Theory's better on the mic than fucking Damian Priest.
Let's see. Mr. Kennedy, you think was a better talker?
Yes.
No fucking way.
You're fucking out of your goddamn mind.
Alberto Del Rio?
Nah, he's pretty bad. But he ain't fucking Damian Priest bad. He ain't saying the wrong fucking pay-per-views.
Otis!
Otis is a great talker. I love Otis. He's as a Money in the Bank winner. No, he's worse as a Money in the Bank winner, but he's a better talker.
No,
yes.
As a talker, no fucking way. Braun Strowman,
Yes!
you think is a better talker?
I mean, when he won it, what was he? Was he actually talking when he won it? At the point, I mean, there was a time where he wasn't saying anything, so I can't compare that.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and say Braun Strowman's not a better talker than Priest. Otis is not a better talker than Priest. Mr. Kennedy
Otis is a better
probably
talker than Priest.
not. He's not.
Oh my god, do you even watch the show, dude? Priest is terrible.
He's not that bad. Do you think Brock
Anyway,
Lesnar's a good talker?
Priest shouldn't have won. It doesn't matter. Priest should not have won.
Do you think Brock Lesnar is a good talker?
When he wants to be. I don't think he cares. I don't think he cares enough. If he needs to put something over, I think he cares enough for it to be a good talker, yes. But no, he messes up his... He's never messed up the goddamn pay-per-view.
What is the most memorable Brock Lesnar promo that wasn't someone talking to him? Or memorable because his voice cracked?
Are you gonna sit there and tell me a memorable Damian Priest promo? Please do.
All of them. I remember all of them.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Second match also pissed me off. Second match was also dumb. It was the women's tag titles being defended. I'm not saying that I'm actually don't hate Ronda as much as everybody else here.
Everybody else here. Just the rest of you.
But anyway, or online for that matter. But how dumb. I know that people are not going to cheer Ronda. I know this, okay? As a person that doesn't hate Ronda, I know she's not going to get cheered by the WWE audience. Why in the fuck would you randomly have Shayna Baszler turn on her mid-match and come off like the heel, knowing damn well people are not going to cheer Ronda Rousey? That makes no sense. And then everybody online talking about I'm glad Shayna finally turned face. Do you know how faces and heels work? Ronda Rousey did nothing to Shayna leading up to this fucking pay-per-view that would assume that we need to see Shayna turn on fucking Ronda Rousey right here.
Okay.
None.
I don't know.
This is 2 years too late for that story.
I don't know why they didn't book it so that Ronda's the reason they lose the match and then have the turn if they're going to do that at all. Like, it was very weird to me.
You could have had Ronda try to blame Shayna for the loss, and then Shayna turn, and then she could have been face. Or you could have just had Ronda and Shayna switch roles in this fucking match and had Ronda turn on her magically.
Yeah,
What the fuck? You know Ronda's getting fucking booed coming out of this. There's no way people are cheering fucking Ronda over Shayna Baszler. It was a stupid fucking call. I don't have a problem with Liv and Raquel winning the titles back because they never lost them because Liv got hurt or whatever. I don't have a problem with that. I also do have a slight problem with every fucking tag team that wins these titles is like, oh, we're going to elevate the tag division that doesn't exist. And then you literally fucking break up and lose the titles right after. But that's more of a Vince thing.
It's making a very thin division even thinner.
So clearly they're building up for Ronda versus Shayna at SummerSlam instead of next year's WrestleMania. So, I mean, that's clearly what they're doing. You wouldn't have pulled the fucking trigger that fast out of nowhere. That made no fucking sense if that's not what's happening here.
Yeah, but they could be doing like a 6-month thing.
No, they're not. Not right before fucking SummerSlam. You could have done this at SummerSlam if that was the case.
No,
a bigger fucking stage.
They're gonna have the SummerSlam match, but then I think it's building to probably an eventual like WrestleMania.
I don't know about that. That's too long of a feud that nobody wants to see. That's gonna bring down Shayna.
If people really want to see her beat the shit out of Ronda, maybe not. I don't know. I don't like the way that they did it. I think that doesn't make any sense. It's completely illogical within the confines of.
It was terrible. I was so pissed. I was like, I literally don't have a problem with any one of them turning on each other, as long as it was Ronda that comes out looking like the heel. It doesn't make any sense the way that they did it. I don't have a problem with Liv and Raquel winning the titles from them, even though I still think that was kind of too soon too, because you literally just had Ronda and Shayna talk about how they were going to elevate the division. I hate when they keep doing that shit. They did it with Bayley and Sasha when they fucking won the first ones. They did it with the Iconics. They did it with fucking
I think the Iconics ever said they're going to elevate the division.
They did it with Sasha and Bayley again. They did it with Ronda and Shayna this time. They've done it with Nia and Shayna. In fact, they probably had the best probably had the best run with the titles out of anybody. I think Saraya, when she was the fucking manager for the Kabuki Warriors. I believe she said it on the mic one time that they were gonna fucking run the division and make it a big thing, and they didn't. So I'm like, I'm tired of hearing that fucking storyline, and that's like the only storyline you got going for you in the women's division with 2 tag teams, and then you don't even do that. And then we just split up another tag team that just finally formed and got the tag titles that they've been wanting to do forever, apparently. That was reported that Ronda Rousey went to management, was like, we want these and we're trying to do something with them, and then you fucking cut it like that. So dumb. So dumb.
I mean, what she was trying to do with him was build to this one-on-one story. And it makes sense, because if you look at the tag team division for women historically,
I'm just saying, that's fine, but this wasn't the time to pull that trigger, though.
Being in a tag team together is the best way to end up in a one-on-one feud with someone. So,
in WWE, yeah. You're right.
Yeah, that's what I mean, yeah.
It's fucking terrible. So, then they finally got on track, and the rest of the pay-per-view was really good. I didn't have really any complaints. Gunther retained over Matt Riddle, which thank God, because I was like, dude, I swear to God, I told Christina, I was like, dude, if fucking Riddle wins this shit, I'm going to throw my goddamn remote through the TV.
As soon as he came out with the ankle injury, I was like, okay, they're giving him enough. Whatever.
Then it was, I don't remember the order after that, but the main event was
Cody.
Thankfully not Cody versus Dominic. So Cody beat Dominic, which everybody, and there was actually people that thought Dominic was going to win this and that was going to main event. Stop listening to fucking Zero News. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Why the fuck would Cody versus Dominic fucking main event on this show?
Wait,
that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life.
That? Holy shit, that's hilarious. I thought, there's no way he said that. Are you serious? He said they were going to main event?
So Cody wins in that match, and then fucking,
No, he said they're advertising it with 3 main events.
No, they didn't. I watched the show. There was no triple main event reference in the entire show. He's a liar. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Okay, but what I thought that you were saying that he said was that, like,
there was a report. It might not be from him specifically, but there's a report that they was going to go on last. I read the fucking thing. I read it myself.
That's just looking at his tweet here. That's not what his tweet
Yeah, that's fine. But triple main event's still a lie too, because they never fucking mentioned triple main event or even double main event.
Not trying to defend him because he's a fucking idiot. I've never seen him say anything that was like even remotely close to accurate that wasn't clearly just a guess that we've made better guesses on too. But just from this tweet, it doesn't look like he said they were going on.
All you have to do is have common sense, and we get more shit right than he does. But whatever. Anyway, the women's Money in the Bank ladder match was fucking, I thought, was the best ending to a possibly any Money in the Bank, but definitely a women's one. The Io Shirai, they set up the fucking handcuffs perfectly. So Zoe Stark and Trish get one thing of handcuffs on Becky, and they're gonna try to put her on the turnbuckle, and she gets out of it. Later, that comes into play because Bayley's trying to stop Becky from climbing up the ladder and tries to reach through, and then all of a sudden Io comes over there and hooks Becky and Bayley together through the ladder, and then Io goes up and climbs over Bayley to get the briefcase. I thought it was fucking great. Loved how that came back into play later. So that match was really fucking good. Zelina had a crazy fucking Code Red spot off the ladder, through a ladder, or on a ladder rather. She bounced off way fucking high. So I really like that match. What
do you think of Stratus in the match? Because when I was watching it, I was like, it's not like she did a lot of ladder matches coming up, right? So it kind of made sense that she was having a little bit of trouble doing some of the ladder spots. I've been hard on her about.
I thought she did okay because they kept her out of harm's way, basically.
Yeah, but I feel like she did as okay as she could do in this match, so I won't talk too much shit about this one.
Dude, I think she's still in obviously great shape. She can still move around. She's not walking around like fucking Matt Hardy or anything. Right. So, like, she's got that going for her, so she can still do a really good match. It's not like she has to be in there with, okay, for instance, and I don't want to say this out loud because I love Tanahashi, but it's not like Tanahashi can only have a good match with MJF because it's MJF carrying it.
Right.
Trish can still get in there and be just as good as a Becky Lynch or just as good as a Bayley at any given point. So, like, it's definitely, no one's coming out of the match. Well, how about this? No one's coming out of the match saying, oh, Becky really carried that match. It's not a Charlotte fucking Shotzi situation.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I would say that if you were to put them in tiers, like, one is definitely A and one is definitely
no, I totally agree with that. Yes. Like if we did a tier list right now, Trish is probably C.
Right.
Yeah, which that's fine. But I do believe she could carry a match with someone like Dana Brooke or something like that.
She's not top dollar and out there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bottom dollar, more like it. Anyway,
Flop dollar.
what's the? Oh man, Michael Cole on the mic against that dude is hilarious. By the way, I love Michael Cole so much more today than I did when he first took over Jim Ross's position. Anyway, what else? What else was there? What am I missing? I'm missing another big match. Oh, the Civil War, but we'll get to that. Seth Rollins.
Well, Rollins and Balor.
Yeah, Rollins and Finn Balor. Well, it's pretty much what I expected it to be. It was okay. It set up the Priest Finn Balor thing going forward.
So what's it look like to you? Priest is gonna take over Judgment Day?
No, I think they're gonna kick Priest out, and they're gonna replace him with that fucking Jordan Devlin dude.
JD McDonough.
Yeah, him. Finn Balor light. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like Finn is Finn does so well as a face that
I agree with that, but that's not how they've been setting this up. They've been clearly setting this up as fucking Finn is the heel.
Yeah, I understand. I just
I'd much rather see Finn Balor go back face as well, honestly, because I think Priest would be a better heel. Balor's a better face. Priest just turned heel not that long ago. Like, he was face with Bad Bunny, then turned heel, and then went against Bad Bunny. Why the hell are we going to turn him right back face again?
Yeah. Here's the real question. Why the fuck didn't he cash in?
That's a great question as well. But here's my thing, and this is one of the main reasons why I was so pissed about Priest winning, and everybody was, well, not everybody, but some people were like, oh yeah, he deserves it. He's been killing it lately. Fucking Damian Priest is goddamn 40. Finn Balor is 41. And LA Knight sitting there, talking about why is everybody acting like 40, my 40 is fucking so old that I can't be pushed, but these motherfuckers are getting a world title shot and a Money in the Bank briefcase.
Because his 40, maybe not for Balor, but his 40 compared to Priest's 40 has a lot more fucking mileage on it. Because he's been wrestling for a long time.
Man, you got to... But he's not hot. LA Knight is. You pull the trigger when the crowd is hot.
Why are you arguing with me like I fucking wanted Priest to win?
I'm explaining my point.
I'm explaining the difference in their ages. Like,
I don't care. That has nothing to do with what the fuck I'm trying to say.
It's just it's more miles on a 40. Like, Ric Flair at 40 had a lot of fucking miles on him, and you know, DDP at 40 less. So I think that's the difference.
Well, it's because DDP didn't start wrestling until he was 36.
Exactly. That's my point.
No shit, he had less.
Well, when did Priest start?
I don't fucking know, but he was in Ring. He wasn't. You all act like he was in Ring of Honor for 10 years. He wasn't in Ring of Honor that long.
No, that's my whole point. Is that he doesn't have as much mileage on him as LA Knight does.
That would make my point to push LA Knight now.
No.
Before the mileage runs out.
I'm explaining to you why LA Knight is seen as an old guy, whereas Priest isn't really seen in the same light, even though they're the same age.
Terrible
Knight has a lot
strategy.
More mileage on his.
No, that's dumb. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. I will say this. Damian Priest probably doesn't have as long of a career as LA Knight, despite the mileage, just because he's a tall as fuck guy, kind of like a Kevin Nash or a Sid or whatever. Only going to take one knee injury, and he's probably never going to be able to recover.
The Great Dane problem. Yeah. Tall motherfuckers. They're just.
And then of course let's get to the Civil War. Let's talk about the Civil War. So Civil War, the Usos won it. For this is, and I agree with Phil Lindsay of Rhapsody. 100%. This was Jay's moment. There is no Jay winning the world title from Roman Reigns. Sorry to burst everybody's bubble. They did this because this was Jay's moment. He's going to go right back to the Usos. He's going to be in a tag team. He's going to get a title shot. Don't get me wrong. He's going to get a title shot, probably at SummerSlam, but he's not going to win. So anyone that thinks that Jey Uso is winning at SummerSlam, you're wrong. This is clearly being set up to be Cody versus fucking Roman again, which no one wants to see. Which means the only way that they would be able to happen, by the way, is if Cody won the goddamn Royal Rumble twice in a row. Because he's on Raw. Which I don't want to see, because I think the moment's passed.
Have him come out number 1 this time, saying the whole time, win. None of that number 30 fucking free ride shit.
Yeah, I mean, that would be a cool way to play it for Roman and Heyman's perspective, right?
Yeah.
But then does that really help or hurt Cody with the fans though? Because it's like, okay, now we know he's gonna fucking win at number 1. We're gonna be fucking pissed and try to take over the show type deal. Because if Cody is trying to challenge him and he's like, nah, man, you're on fucking Raw. I was like, well, I'll just win the Royal Rumble. He's like, well, I'm still not going to give you a shot. But how about this? I'll give you a shot if you come in at the Royal Rumble at number 1. If you can literally last 29 other dudes, then I'll agree and I'll put the titles on the line at WrestleMania. Because the way that they built up Paul and Roman, it actually is not that far-fetched to think that he has that much stroke in the fucking company to be able to do that. So it's not like...
Especially, too, since one of the things that Hunter said when he was unveiling the new belt is that, like, you know, Reigns is kept onto it by, you know, politicking and whatever. Like, he explicitly said it. So the implication is obviously that they do have some kind of pull even in storylines. So, yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Well, especially now that they're walking out with these 3 fucking titles, it's like, if I no-show WrestleMania, it's going to look really fucking stupid on your part. So you're going to have to do what the fuck I say type deal.
I love that they made a new belt to represent both belts, and he's just like, nah. I'm just going to wear all 3. Stupid.
So dumb. All right, so the match was awesome though. The tag team match was really good.
Imagine if Sonata came out with the new IWGP and then the 2 old ones, just the Intercontinental and the old world one just on his shoulder. Jesus.
Well, ain't that what Okada did? Okada went back and got the old world one, old world one or whatever when he won the G1.
I think so.
Anyway, so okay. So a lot to digest here. I mean, it was a good match. Really don't know where they're going with the Solo aspect of it. I guess we'll find out on SmackDown if Roman tries to blame Solo or not for him losing. But it was a really good match. What?
He's the one that told him to go through the table.
Yeah, I know, but that don't mean Roman ain't gonna try to fucking blame him either. Roman's the one that ate the pin, which is the whole reason that Jay's about to get a title shot in the first place.
So we were just praising Cole a second ago because we love when he hates on Top Dollar, but I do feel like it hurt the ending of the match a little bit when the commentary team kept making a really big deal out of like Reigns like saying shit like, oh, he's gonna get away with it again, like whatever. Like it was to me like way too leading into, oh no, Reigns is actually taking the pin here. And I don't know if that was, I don't know what it was, but like everything that they did to try to be like, oh, Reigns he hasn't been pinned, like he's gonna get away with it again, like he's, you know, blah 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 after the ref bump and all that shit. I was just like, you're ruining the ending for me because I know exactly.
I didn't hate it because I didn't actually know, because I really thought that he was gonna get away with it again too. I was right there with him. I was like, this is bullshit, dude. I'm about to be so pissed. So when it didn't happen, I believe I realized it wasn't. I believe I realized the Usos were gonna win and that Roman was gonna take the pin when he made Solo go through the table. That's when I really knew. When he turned around and then of course we missed the shot because goddamn Kevin Dunn is a fucking idiot when Jey Uso super kicks Roman.
Yeah.
And then they start doing that. I was like, oh, Roman's actually about to lose here. Solo's still on the outside. I was like, that's when I actually knew.
I think the kick out of the spear was when I was like, okay, there.
Dude, the kick out of the spear when he hit him in the balls was so good.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a great combo. I hate that Michael Cole and them missed it on the first time and we didn't see it until they played the replay. It was the exact same fucking angle, dude. What are you talking about? What do you mean you missed it the first time? It was literally the same shot that they showed. They didn't show it from a different angle. That was literally what happened. So I was a little annoyed at that because I had noticed it. I was like, oh my God, he just hit him in the balls. So you could see Roman's reaction. He got hit in the fucking nuts. How do you not know what just happened? Oh, I didn't see that the first time. What the fuck? But it was a good match though. And Jay's going to get his shot again. He's not going to win, but it'll be a lot closer than his first time that he went for it. So that'll be something. And the fans are going to be behind him, obviously.
What do you think the odds are that they pull like a whole fucking Uno reverse on this and Jay and Roman have the match, it's competitive, Roman wins, but it's like such a tough fucking match that he's just like, you know what, I should have given you guys more respect, whatever, and then brings them back in with the understanding that he'll be like a nicer tribal chief. What are the odds of that?
Fuck if I know. I don't know, man.
They could do it.
Hey guys, did you like that video? If so,
Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. You can also catch full episodes of the MonsterCast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. And you can also catch us live every Sunday on Twitch. All links in the description below, along with some sweet merch from yours truly, the MonsterCast. Deuces.